And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls III Morrowind. We are where we left off last time, in Vivec City, trying to find some more of Caius' informants. We talked to, what's her name? Holia? That's the one. The Morag Tong member, and got some more information about the Nerevarine in cult, but we're still trying to find out some more about the 6th house, and we have 2 more people to talk to. No, that's not going to do it. If I was better with alteration, I could just jump and slow fall, but my alteration skill is trash. So we'll have to go the normal person way. Anyways, there are 2 other people we have to talk to. An operative of the Thieves Guild. Named Adiranir in the St. Alm's Canton, and a temple priestess. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. We have to have a conversation about topics that are potentially considered heresy. While inside the temple of the primary Dark Elf religion. I'm sure there's no way that can go badly. Of course not. Now we have to find the St. Alm's Canton. We're in the Arena District right now. And our priorities are kind of... Oh, Redoran Canton here. Okay. Right now, I am trying to find the St. Alm's, but I also want to explore this particular district. Just because of the fact that we haven't really been in Vivec City before. I mean, we teleported here a few times to the Mages Guild to talk to people here and try and find some jobs, but that's about it. In any event, we can waste a little time looking around. For when we're done, we want to get back to Caius to report in. We have a spell of recall for that purpose. Now, I will explore all of the places, I think. Though I don't know how on-camera versus off-camera that will be. And our athletics skill increased because I walked around a bunch. Well, it makes sense, I suppose. That exercise buffs our athletics. I wonder if jumping in place would do the same thing. It's the Arena Wasteworks over there. No, I can visit it another time. Although, looks like there's a boat down there. I wonder if I can do anything with that boat. Right around the canton? Yes. Wasteworks.
I've got better things to do, so if you don't mind, let's move this along.
And you sound like a dick. Unsurprisingly. There we go.
Keep moving. Okay,
So we know where all the things are on the exterior of the Redoran Canton. Now, I'm sure that'll come in useful at some point.
Let's hear it.
If and when we have to find someone up here. But for the moment, it's just for the sake of saying I've been there. Wait a goddamn minute. I saw that when we were just walking on to the landmass, sure. But seriously, why is there a giant rock floating above the temple? Is that not a bit dangerous? So, how did it get there and why is it still there? These are important questions that need answers that have not been provided me. Very important questions. Now, let's head across there. Continue trying to find the St. Holmes Canton. Over there's the arena. Where are we at now? Redoran Canton. Still, apparently.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Or not, because it just took a hot second to register. St. Delans? St. Olms is the one we want. And here we are. Looking for a Diranir. Greetings, Mr. Ordinator. Don't suppose you know where I can find this Adiranir chappie, do you? That sneak she'll be in the St. Olms somewhere, but where I don't know. Try someone else. Well, we have confirmed that she is somewhere in this particular canton. So that is useful information.
Go ahead.
Who are you? Looking for a friend of mine. Female Khajiit named Adiranir. Do you know where I can find her? Do you know where I can find her? No, I do not. That's a rather suspicious thing to be asking for. Why is this man looking for a Diranir? I am very suspicious. why you're looking for her. But I'm sure that you not finding her would be best for me, because I have a feeling he's not asking because they're actually friends.
What is this regarding, Citadel?
Yeah, I'm looking for a Khajiit named Adiranir. Can you direct me? That name does sound a little familiar. For some reason, I just can't seem to remember. Alright. I had to pay out a little bribe, but we finally got this guy to the point he's willing to talk to us about Adiranir. So, what you got to say? Okay, I know Adiranir, and if I know Adiranir, she'll be staying out of sight as long as the census and excise agent is lurking about. Probably down in the underworks. Look for trapdoors down from the canal works level. Okay, and what's this about a census and excise agent? Yes, I know what a census and excise agent is, genius. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Although, you know, it might actually endear her more to us and as more information if we were to get rid of that agent beforehand. And based off of the fact that this guy immediately tried to persuade us to help him find her, I think that we probably have found our man. But maybe I'm being a little preemptive and that's not him. Any case, we want to head for the canal works. Trapdoor to the underworks, check. And those look like rats. So I'll pull out the old fire bite. Okay. Few quick casts and the rats are down. Definitely no need to try and loot them. Man. The day I decided to pick up that Firebite spell, that was a good one. That thing has really saved my bacon. Time and again. Gulville Arineth. Who are you then? What do you want? Some fools are trying to set up a guild of vampire hunters. They're running it out of someone's shop in the foreign quarter. Should leave that sort of thing to the temple, if you ask me. Oh, really? Well, tell me more. Why would we need a guild of vampire hunters? The ordinators already keep us safe from such abominations. What the fools are doing is worrying good folks. Well, I'll have to have a poke around about that at some point. And we have a shrine there. With a suspicious sounding name. Brief out of character moment, but this shrine right here is actually part of the Morag Tong guild quest chain. We walk in and instantly die. Yeah, that's about what I expected to happen. I was just curious if the people in there were automatically hostile or just hostile if you're part of the Morag Tong. And now I know the answer. They're hostile to everyone. Absolutely everyone. But yeah, if you want to see the resolution and where that shrine fits into the Morag Tong questline, I have another Let's Play of Morrowind that I did a few years ago. It never completed because there were some texture bugs with a mod that basically made it so it looked like all of Morrowind was covered in snow forever because all the ground textures were missing. Just a minute of deer in air. Yeah, and because of that, I ended that Let's Play after what was supposed to be the first chapter, which was me finishing the Thieves Guild and the Morag Tong and a little bit of the main quest. Slightly more than we've done so far in this one, in fact. But you can go check that out if you're curious about Morag Tong and Thieves Guild quest lines. As we won't be touching those in this one. So, great, so Kaya says you speak with a Diranir. You have done this thing. You are speaking with a Diranir, but a Diranir will not talk to you about the Nerevarine or Six House cult. And because why? As a Diranir is, at this moment, very distracted by a nice census and excise agent, who also wants to speak to her. I see. You do not know this? They are the collectors of the Emperor's taxes and tariffs. Yes, I know this already. Thank you. And the Emperor has outlawed trade in many new things, like Dwemer artifacts and ebony. And a census and excise agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a census and excise agent is not a Diranir's favorite person. You want a Diranir to help you, make the bad agent go away. Then she will tell you things. So she does want us to get rid of the agent. Go up here.
What is this regarding Citadel?
And now we have to go and find the census and excise agent. And get rid of them for a Diranir.
What is this regarding Citadel?
Unviolently, I would hope.
I am never too busy.
I would very much prefer to not have to stab a member of the bureaucracy. The Imperials tend to ask awkward questions when you stab their bureaucrats, and I would like to avoid that.
Greetings.
So I presume you are our census and excise agent. And you say you're looking for a Khajiit named Diranir. I see. Do you know where I can find her? We could tell him, but I'm honestly not sure how we would successfully complete this if we did that. I'll have to try it sometime, but no. Terra is not that person. We said we'd help, and we will. Just took a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment, but thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself anyway. Maybe I'll run into her there. Oh, what an easy to fool chump. Really. That was just so easy. So easy. And we technically, I think, want the door on the opposite side to get to a Diranir faster. I could use that one, as you saw me do before, but this is just faster. I took the wrong door, didn't I? Figured as much. But, you know, it gets me some good practice killing rats with magic. To train up my destruction skills. Always good to be practiced at killing rats with magic, right? I think it is anyways, and I'm always right.
To speak.
Not particularly, no. Right, this was the door we wanted. Here we are. Hey there, Addie. I can call you Addie, right? Well, I'm calling you Addie anyways. I took care of your problem. So, are you the one a Diranir must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise agent? Indeed, a Diranir is very glad to see you and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius all about the Sixth House cult. And Diranir knows nothing about the Nerevarine, but a Diranir is happy to tell you that too, if it makes Caius happy. Ask away, friend Terra. Alright, tell me about how you know nothing about the Nerevarine. First. And that'll be fastest. Yes, a Diranir knows nothing about this Nerevarine cult because it's just silly superstition. You tell Caius this. No one in her right mind pays any attention to this nonsense. Prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other silliness. Fuzzy tales for little kitties. I'm sure Caius will believe you. I'll tell him. Now to the important matter. The Sixth House cult. Tell me of this. This a Diranir knows about because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients, as they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. What do they smuggle now? A Diranir doesn't know because they are very secret. And this is odd, as these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweetmeats. That is interesting. If the loudest and most braggart-esque smugglers are suddenly not bragging about what they've been smuggling, that does seem rather suspicious, I have to admit. So, thank you, Diranir. You've been most helpful. I will probably not see you again, so goodbye. Now we must find our way to the temple district, because we have one more person to prod for information. Before we can head back to Caius. So out we go. Let's see now. I think if possible, my best course would be to find one of these boats that I've seen hanging around the lower levels and take that to the temple district. Possibly. Also, the map tells me the temple is somewhere in that general direction. So we could always just head this way. Hi, what do you want? He says. I don't actually want anything. You're the one who decided to talk to me. And it looks like that might be the temple. Right over there. It definitely looks the most temple-like of any of the buildings we've been in thus far.
Sarah.
So going off the assumption this is the temple and looking for Maramilo. Let's see.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
You sell spells, apparently. Nothing I particularly need. Maramilo, the librarian at the Library of Vivek. It's a bit of a maze, just keep looking. Well, useful information, and Yes. I'm definitely getting the palace vibe from that place, so chances are we're going to want to avoid going in there.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Let's see. Library. We want the library.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick. Speak, traveler.
That door's locked. Not going around picking locks here in the temple. It's just asking for trouble. It really is. Okay. Lower levels on the eastern side, she says. Is meant to go to these ones down here, eh?
If you're here for trouble, you'll get more than you bargained for.
Oh, stop it with the random dick measuring contests, you assholes. Seriously. Anyways, yeah, I thought the halls were those places up above, but no, it's these couple. Now we just need to find the library, which is right here. Let's see. Maramilo. Probably don't want to be asking where to find her. We asked one person outside just to get a sense, and that's where we want to go. Oh, we found you already. That was fast. Yes, I'm Maramilo. Kaya sent you? Follow me into the back of the library. We can't talk here. Yes? Are we going somewhere? Although, honestly, that makes some sense. We're going to be talking about stuff that is definitely considered heresy, so
My time is precious, so make it quick.
doing it in broad daylight is probably not the best idea. Given there are ordinators nearby, we're probably going to be whispering too. Or she has some sort of magic spell to disguise what we're saying. Who knows, really. Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about a 6th house cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. Alright then. A previous friend of Caius mentioned something about the persecution of the Nerevarine. Care to share more? It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition says, as the temple Nerevarine says the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. Since the submission of the temple to the Empire, and the erosion of faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. And how do you know Caius, anyways? Caius is a dear friend. Like me, he admires the best traditions of the temple. Charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, and protection for the weak. He is a Westerner, but he has come to love our land and our people. Like me, he distrusts the arbitrary power of the Ordinators, and like the dissident priests, he suspects the temple is hiding something. He serves the Emperor, but he also loves Morrowind, and he sees the failing virtues of the temple as a threat to Morrowind's political stability. Yeah, that's interesting that you can hear someone who is definitely a diehard or a pro-temple person like this lady saying she likes Caius and considers him a friend. And it's nice to hear some outside perspective on the whole thing. Terra definitely does like Caius and all. But she also considers having to follow his orders all the damn time. And the fact she's in Morrowind just over getting a little drunk one night to be a kind of a pain in the ass. But back on topic, you said you could tell us more about the Nerevarine cult, yes? Tell away. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. A prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius. I will tell him things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Progress of Truth, you say? The book lists the disputes of the Dissident Priests with the Tribunal Temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale and possession of the book, so it'll be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by Ordinators. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or for principles. I see. Now, who do we know who might fit that bill? Carries unusual books that wouldn't be in your conventional store and might ignore rules. Yes, I think you can fill in the blanks. Now, you said you were being watched by the Ordinators. I do not care for temple politics, but I have read Progress of Truth, and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests, who have gone into hiding, so I'm bound to come to the attention of the Ordinators. I am careful, but I'm afraid. No secret agent like you or Caius. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding. If it is not too late. You return to Caius, tell him I am worried, and that if something goes wrong, I will leave a message under the agreed code word, Amaya. I see. Well, thank you. And we need to get a copy of Progress of Truth to take back to Caius next.
Not now, Outlander. Head on. Go ahead.
Stop blocking me then. We could potentially try and find a copy here.
Keep moving.
I'm waiting.
Inside the temple, but no. That seems like it would be pushing our luck with what we can expect to get away with if we were to try and snag a copy from inside the buildings of the Tribunal Temple. However, I think we do know a bookseller who we might be able to get one from. It might be a little expensive, and we'll definitely go over what Caius gave us for expenses on this trip. However, even so, I consider it worthwhile. So we need to make our way back to the foreign quarter, first off. And find our bookseller friend. He already sold us Vampires of Vardenfell Volume 2 for the Mages Guild assignment from Sadrith Mora. After all, what's one more illegal restricted book? It'll be fine, I'm sure.
What is this regarding Cyrodiil?
Right. You, my friend, can send me to the foreign quarter if you would. I'll take the boat. Not above spending a few coins to speed up my travels, after all. And I love how some nutjob has just decided to create a house in the middle of nowhere like that, just cause. Nothing asinine or nonsensical about that at all. Of course not. Guild of Vampire Hunters. Let's see what this is all about. I've been hearing plenty of rumors.
What do you need?
It has useful wares for vampire hunters. Well, can you tell me a little more about your guild? That's useless fucking information that tells me nothing. Guild pays you a bounty of 500 gold for every vampire killed. So, vampire dust equals 500 gold, eh?
What is this about?
see. Pay a bounty. Vampire dust. And you provide work. Okay, what have you got for me? That's how it works. I tell you where you can find vampires. I won't reward you for killing them, but Fanja will. And collect the dust and turn them in. And I would appreciate it if you reported back to me as well, because then I won't send someone else to the same location. Turn for the information. I want you to do some work killing Molag Bal cultists for me. Anyways, a vampire named Murta can be found in the Reloth Ancestral Tomb, southeast of Kul and west of Margan. I see. Well, something. Guess we'll find out if this guild is a bunch of snake oil salesmen soon enough. I am going to go out and start doing some work for them.
What is this regarding? We'll have no trouble here.
I very much want to find out
Please go ahead.
if they'd be a good way to make me some money. Might end up being a bit above my pay grade, though, honestly. We will see.
We're watching you.
Jabasha, my beautiful bookseller Khajiit. I am looking for another illegal book, or restricted book. There we go. Progress of Truth. It's only 170 gold. That'll do it for me. That is all I needed. Now I can recall back home, but first, wait on my stamina to top itself up. Well, we have less than a third of a chance at successfully casting the spell. I love Mark and Recall, though. I really do. Easiest way to get around the fact that fast travel does not exist in this game. Mark and Recall. Oh, hey, Caius. Just recalling back to you. I got the stuff you need. Yes, I am here. About my orders, in fact. Have your report. I'll make copies of your notes from Halia and Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing good work, and here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes, and go do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current. Or go do some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. And unfortunately, we do not really have an option to tell Caius. It's about the Amaya code word thing. And there's really not anything. There's something we could do, actually. I do need to deliver this book to the head guildman over in Sadrith Mora, so we'll head to the Mages Guild and teleport ourselves.
Sarah.
That's once I've gotten that out of the way, and we've had the chance to see if that guy has any other assignments for us. Then we can go and talk to Caius, see if there's any new orders.
Oh,
It's not like delivering this book is going to take all that long anyways.
Sarah.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
So, let's see. Send me to Sadrith Mora if you would. And Skinks in Tree's Shade.
Company, one would be wise to
I have Vampires of Ardenfell here for you. Here you go. This is exactly what I was looking for. In good condition. Hope 1,000 septims will cover your expenses. Oh, it will more than cover my expenses. Thank you kindly. Now, got anything else for me? I would like you to speak with one of the wise women. I would like to speak with one of the wise women of the Ashlanders. So you could arrange a meeting. Wise women of the Ashlander tribes. From what I've heard, I doubt the Arabanimsum or Shalaku would agree. The Zainab might agree, but I would speak with the Amusa first. Okay. The Amusa camp is on the northeast corner of Ardenfell. Take a ship to Tel Voss and go north up the coast. If you reach the sea, you've gone too far. Well, that's about the most useful directions I've gotten from anyone since I arrived in Morrowind. So thanks. No restock there.
I do enjoy a good conversation.
For now, we're gonna head, I think, back to Balmora.
What can I help you with?
Yeah, plenty of stuff to do for Caius. And there's this nonsense about the disappearance of the dwarves. I'm fairly certain Trebonius was just fucking with us when he asked that, though. Sharngrum Musgob. We have no way to advance this quest, I'm pretty sure, since she vanished as a result of the way I resolved that main quest thing. Let's see here. Huldin's hut in Margan. We still have that to take care of, but I still don't know where Margan actually is. That's the problem. But we can look into that one another time. For now, I have 2,000 gold. So, let's have a look at the spells we can buy off of people. Some more bound armor, always handy. That's all we need off of you. The rest of them look pretty useless, if I'm being totally honest.
Feel free to talk at your leisure.
Let's see here. Buoyancy. I don't see any usefulness there. Spell of Charm, but it's 2,000 gold. But it is basically Voice of the Emperor, except we're not limited to once a day. That would be nice. Least Bonewalker summoning. Yes, please.
Our sugar is yours, friend.
What do you sell? Bunch of bound weapons. Resist fire. Great resist common disease. Resist blight. Wait, I'm confused. Just to step out of character for a moment. Isn't it literally part of the lore that the blight disease cannot be cured by any known means? I could have sworn that was the case. Yet here she is selling a spell of resist blight spell 1 to 30%. Is this just like those snake oil cure-alls or whatever? Because that's what it seems like. Wait, no, that's not blight, that's Corpus I'm thinking of, but the same thing applies. She also sells that. This is weird. No. We don't need any of the spells you sell.
What can I help you with?
I can't train myself up any more in destruction because my willpower is not high enough. Willpower and what my destruction is sitting at right now are exactly identical. So, you, lady. Yes, I can finally train with the local guild head. I'll take a strong feather, I think. 13. Let's see. Heavy burden. Great burden of sin. Here, far silence. Concealment. Really, I like chameleon better than invisibility, actually, just because you can actually do stuff without it wearing off. I'm going to pick up Shadow Mask. A lot of these spells, we still need to train ourselves up a bit in order to do something with them or make them useful, but I still want to have them in my repertoire. Now, this is a comment I definitely agree with from what I've seen of the guild head. There was nothing of the Dunmer and even less of politics. Just smile and nod and forget everything he said, because
We are blessed. blessed, truly blessed. This is an honor.
Ajira doesn't like her, and I like Ajira, so I'm inclined to disregard most of the stuff that lady says, but our guild's leader is an imbecile. Seems like an accurate statement. I mean, goodness sake, he gave us a mission to basically figure out why the dwarves disappeared, seemingly just for the sake of it. Just because we asked for something to do, he just came up with random shit that sounded worth it to him, is the conclusion that I've come to.
You may speak.
He does just seem like an idiot. And Caius is probably still looking over his notes, so
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
we're just going to chill, sit around and put our feet up for a few hours. And now, hopefully that'll have been enough time. We can talk to Caius and see if he's got anything. Yes, my man. I am indeed here about orders. We need an Ashlander informant. I have heard of a fellow in Aldaroon named Hasor Zain Subani, an Ashlander who left the Wastes to become a wealthy trader. Say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes. Find out what Zain Subani likes and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nerevaring cult. Then report back to me. We have 100 septims for that. So, let's see. Wealthy trader in Aldaroon. Rat in the Pot and the Council Club. Okay, so he's in Aldaroon. Gotcha. Well, looks like we're heading off to Aldaroon to make nice with an Ashlander trader next. Caius, you send me off to do the most random assortment of shit. You really do.